Several years ago, I was doing a field day where I was talking about beef cattle handling equipment, and we had a good crowd present, but I got to thinking about all the people that were not present, and this would give us an excellent opportunity using video to carry that same message out to many, many more producers across the state. And then as I kept thinking a little more about it, I thought, boy, this is an excellent opportunity also for students here at the University of Tennessee, because instructors will be talking about facilities or talking about forage testing, yet they don't have time to go into any detail. Although these videos are not that long, they get just to a focal point of talking about one particular item. So this works real good both for our producers and for our students. So I felt like, well, this is opportunity, and after doing that first video, I kind of got the bug and said, you know, this is not too bad. It's, I believe that's something that I can do with some support, and from there it just started growing. This got started off rather slowly after I did the first video. I got to thinking about, well, this all needs to be expanded into some other areas, other topics. So our IT person in the Animal Science Department suggested that I talk with the information technology individuals over on main campus to see you know, what capabilities they had where they could support me. And also I was still a little nervous about all this, saying, well, the way that I am doing these videos, is that going to be an acceptable format and so forth? Because I'm not a professional. I'm a beef cattle extension specialist working with producers and sometimes being on campus working with students. When we got in the project and found out that we could work with Office of Information Technology, I got introduced to Pat Watson, and well, that was a great day because we hit it off real well to start with. And you know, Pat is an IT person. And that's something we run into in agriculture, is having somebody in a profession like that that knows enough about what we're doing to be able to function and make everything flow as smoothly as it should. So this has been a great working relationship. He has enough knowledge of agriculture where he understands basically how it's supposed to work, and with just very little prompting, as I said, we can knock out 15 of those videos in about an hour and a half, and I challenge anybody to do much better than that.
I first met Clyde about 4 years ago, and we sat down and talked about what he wanted to accomplish with his project. And he'd already done one video, and it turned out really well given what he had to work with. But I thought there could be some improvement, not only in the way the information was conveyed, but also in the equipment that he used. So we sat down and talked about equipment purchase, and he went back and got some money from his department and bought the camera and microphone outfit that I had suggested. And then we had a Media Production 101 session over the course of a few days where I taught him how to use the equipment and the best way to use the equipment in the field. And so then he went back and started recording these things, and we just took it from there.
We've tried to be sure that we get as great a utilization as possible out of the videos that we have done. We've got the Tennessee Clyde Lane video site that pops up real quick when you do a search on one of the search engines for the internet. We've also got it on YouTube, and I've been very pleased with that. There's an individual that used to work here in Tennessee that now is doing a beef blog that's a daily newscast for the beef industry, and he will list various articles and things that are new. And probably for about the last 15 days, the first thing he's listed has been one of my videos. So we're getting some coverage, really places that we never dreamed we would get. The thing that means the most to me is when I'm out and I see a student or I see a producer that has looked at this series and say, hey, I like that. This is working for me. When I have need for information in one specific area, I can go to that and I don't have to read the whole book. I can take that 3 to 5 minutes and that will zero me in on the information that I'm needing. There have been several challenges in doing this, not only just the equipment challenges, but I do not have a studio to do the shooting. I just go to a classroom at the West Tennessee Research and Education Center, and hopefully everything's going to be quiet, and I'll go through and actually do the video. From there, I will pull it off, put it on a server, and then it then is pulled off by the individuals in information technology in Knoxville. then a rough cut on the material is put together then, and then sometime when I'm in Knoxville, then we will do the final edit. So we have overcome that 300 miles distance between Jackson, Tennessee and Knoxville to get this pulled off. And that wasn't, I remember the first time we did the editing, I came in and sat down and it took us nearly 3 hours to do 2 5-minute videos. And now I come in an hour and a half and we can do 15.
Since we began, we've really streamlined the process considerably over what we started with. Originally, we started out with Clyde shooting his own content in Jackson and the surrounding area, going back and capturing everything off of tape to a drive into Knoxville, bringing the drive to me, and I would plug the drive in, download all of his stuff from his drive to my system, and then we would sit and edit. And that's what took so long, is having to do that. But now we've gotten to the point where he'll shoot his content, capture all of it, upload it to a server there in Jackson. I download it. Now that we've got the process down to where I know about what he's going to want as the end result, then I'll take the content and make a rough draft of everything. And then when he comes in, we can knock out 15 or 20 in the course of a couple hours. Whereas, like he has said, it used to take us hours and hours just to do 2 or 3 because we would have to spend all that time capturing locally that now we're able to avoid by having the network in place to where we can download all this content. Sometimes overnight. I'll start the batch running overnight and come in the next day and I've got the content and can start editing.
It's a matter of, as you go along, tweak things and figure out easier ways to do it. And I think we have a good system now that allows us to, get the job done, get it done efficiently, and have what we need done. I feel like we've got a good product out there, and over time we've got over 60 3 to 5 minute presentations that are available for students to utilize and for our beef cattle producers. So I feel like that we're touching an audience that we probably would not have had the opportunity to touch if we hadn't gone this route.